Yo, what is up, everybody? This is Protagonist one back at it again with another video, and as you can see, we got a different fighting game here. That's right, we got the Sunfire from the land that never suns. I messed that up, but we got Street Fighter 6 here in the mix with my boy Ken, hitting with the Scoop Haagen-Dazs. But let me know what you think about this, y'all. I'm trying to do Street Fighter Saturdays, but this will kind of be me kind of talking, I guess, over the gameplay. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, so we're just going to let this rock and kind of go from there. But as you're seeing, this is my first actual match in Street Fighter 6, and usually when I pick up a new fighting game, or a big suggestion, if you pick up a new fighting game, you really shouldn't be focused too much on winning. More or less just trying to understand, get a feel for your character, and playing a character that you feel like you enjoy. So for me, that was Ken. Like when Ken was dropped day one, well, not dropped day one, when I saw Ken, his gameplay style, and I saw like videos from like Angry Bird and all these different players, I was like, yo, this is the character I want to play. So and then Ed came out, and then I was like, yeah, I want to play Ed. So I do have some Ed gameplay that I'll probably be posting probably in the next week or so, but as you see right there, I just got clipped. But overall, I'm just trying to get a better understanding of the character and just kind of get the feel of him. So I'm like throwing fireballs here, I'm throwing Shoryukens because I'm not used to the inputs. I'm very used to NRS games per se, but look at that, I got a nice little anti-air right there. And right now I'm just focusing on movement. I'm kind of practicing the mechanics. You see I'm like throwing the prairie even though I have no idea how it works. You know, pretending to play footsies. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, nice air there. Boom. Okay, nice. Oh, look at me. I'm commentating now. This is crazy. Yeah, but as you're seeing right there, I'm just trying to get some basic mechanics. I only learned like, I think, 2 or 3 basic combos, and that was an accident. But it worked though. It still worked. But you know, when you're playing a fighting game, you really don't want to overcomplicate it. You want to keep things wow, what a reaction. You want to keep things very basic while you're playing. Oh, and the Super too. This was like day one. How are people? Anyway, you want to keep things very basic. So so that's kind of what you're seeing here. Okay, as I'm looking at the top, it says 2 win streak, which means that this probably isn't my first game, which I find that hard to believe. Like, I was looking through my archives, and yeah, I feel like if I would have won a 2-game win streak, I would have posted it way sooner before this. Like, this is the latest video, so I don't know what happened. I guess I just maybe I didn't upload it. I gotta see if I can find it. So I guess these are my first matches per se, but they're pretty early. Like, I didn't really do that much. So so yeah, but overall, Street Fighter 6, in my opinion, I know this is pretty late. The game's been out for about a year now, but Street Fighter 6 is a pretty dope game. I know a lot of people are like saying, like a lot of the top players are saying like, oh man, Drive Rush, and oh man, but like compared to what Street Fighter 5 was, and no offense if you like Street Fighter 5, I mean, like, if you like that game, that's awesome, but that game was a disaster on launch. it was so bad, and they kind of like, you know, they had a lot of DLC and different things and patches, but this game is just infinitely better. I just like the whole theme of it. I like the hip hop theme of it. Like, they got graffiti, they got b-boys, they got Jamie. I like the overall theme of the game, like, just from the moment it dropped. So I knew immediately, like day one, I was like, yeah, I'm buying this game just support. And yeah, I don't regret it, although I'm getting my butt kicked right there. Just don't know how to deal with that move. I'm not even sure what it's called, but it's okay. I'll learn how to deal with it later. So let's see, the round starting. Oh wow, that was nice. That went right under the fireball. Okay, see, I don't even know what that move is. Got a little jab combo. Okay, yeah, that was an accident. Again, you're gonna see a lot of input errors in this match, but we'll drive it back. Oh, it didn't hit the wall. So again, I'm just kind of experimenting with different techniques, different tactics per se. Also, one thing that's definitely new to me, I'm not used to fireballs trading in games. It kind of makes me wonder, why don't fireballs trade NRS games? Like, can someone let me know down below, why don't fireballs trade NRS games? I just find that so strange. Like, can you imagine if Scorpion was like, get over here, spears coming, and then Sub-Zero throws a fireball, he says like Hadouken, well, he doesn't say Hadouken, but, and they just like clash in the middle of the screen. You know how sick that would be? But no, they just phase right through each other. So I don't know, I like the fireball game in Street Fighter a lot more, even though this is probably like my first game I'm actually taking seriously. And speaking about, I'm seriously into the ground right now. Damn. That was tough. Also, the game looks kind of bad quality. This is on this is on PS4. I think I originally got the game on PS4. Maybe that's why I didn't record those last games. I was probably playing on PS4, and then I said, no, I can't do this. I gotta buy a PS5. So I bought a PS5. Kind of went from there. Yeah, that load screen. I didn't even notice the load screen either. Okay, cool, nice.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these.
Yeah, and then Manon, I didn't even know what to think about this character. I think she's like ballet and judo as well, which is kind of a very unique combination. I've never seen it, but I just knew I was not going to play that character. I just knew I was like, I'm not. Oh, nice DP. Look at that DP right there. So yeah, if you're playing a new fighting game, right? Let's say if you're just picking up a fighting game, like you really should just focus on like. Number one, have like some basic punishes, not even combos, like just basic punishes that you should go for. You should have some basic pokes, like tools that you would use when you're neutral, right? Just kind of experiment, and then try to focus on like one mechanic of the game, like as you're going along. So I think for me it was like drive impact, and some prairie, I would say, but overall I was really focusing on like just trying to focus on anti-air. So I know anti-airing with Ken is kind of a big thing, so really just kind of getting a feel of the game. I don't really care too much about winning. If I get a win, that's great, but like winning was not my main focus when I started, because I already know like when you're starting off playing a fighting game, you're gonna lose a ton of matches, man. You gotta lose a ton of matches, like especially if you're trying to like become decent. Like you have to just experiment with a lot of different things, see what works, what doesn't work, you know, watch match footage. So there's a lot of things that go into fighting games, especially if you're playing and you're just kind of getting a hold of the mechanics there. So I see that slide move right there. I'm figuring that, hey, that's punishable. I'm aware of Manon's like command grab, but I'm just letting it rock. I'm just getting chapped there. I'm getting tapped on the feet. So I'm just trying to learn how to whiff punish. Again, that was an accidental DP. Little accidental drive rush too, but I'm just trying to get a feel for the mechanics. So you can see like I'm just trying out different things. See, another anti-air. So I'm really focused on anti-airing in this match. That was the wake up DP. That was such a Ken thing to do. So you can see there I'm kind of backing off. I tried to DP there, I got interrupted, but I'm only focusing on one thing because I just realized like overall you don't want to overload your brain with like, you know, too much information, because then you just get overwhelmed and then that's when you start making mistakes, right? So if you're trying to play a new character or a new fighting game, like you should only focus on like one aspect and try to get good at that, and then you try to juggle different things in between. And I think that just kind of goes with life in general. Like if you're dealing with a task that requires multiple elements, you want to focus on like one thing and then gradually work other elements in there. So this is like the crouching medium kick right there, trying to tap the feet. I just I just realized there's like two characters now that in this game that have feet. Like there's Manon and there's Jury. It's crazy, man. Like, you know, I know what these devs are doing. I know what they're doing. Hey, fireball, that's a punish, yeah. So again, so I'm trying to get right there. I think I was trying to whiff punish that jump in. Yeah, just tapping the feet. Nothing too crazy. You can see I'm like buffering for DP. I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, this Manon's not jumping though. I think they know what I'm trying to do, which is okay. You know, like you kind of take that information, you kind of go from there. Got interrupted. And I'm dead. And that's okay. Like, you're going to be playing a fighting game. You're going to lose. That's totally fine. So, it's going to happen. Round 2. Now, another thing that I guess recently happened was Capcom Cup, which was pretty crazy. I think it happened about a week or 2 weeks ago, and I got to watch that. I scurried back from work to see all the highlights, and yeah, Capcom Cup was kind of crazy. I will say I'm a huge fan of Angry Bird. And the way it went out, man, it was tough. Like, there was like some hope initially, and then, oh man, speaking of getting bodied, there was some hope initially, right, that he might get out of his group, but the matches he should have won, he didn't win them, and it was tough. But I know Angry Bird's gonna come back strong. His Ken is pretty sick, and I know he's gonna take that loss, kind of improve from it. Just like I'm gonna take this loss and improve from this one. You know, it just takes a bit of time. That's it. All right, so this was I guess my final match. So I had 2 losses, but let's see here. So going against Dhalsim. I've never played against Dhalsim in my life. I just seen this character on stream, and I'm just like, man, I would hate to go against this character, or at least a good Dhalsim. So Again, I'm just trying out different things. I know the teleport's gonna be. Wow, look at that Shoryuken. Did you see that? Did you see that DP? That was crazy. So yeah, I'm just practicing my fireball game. Like I'm just saying, hey, I want to see how he reacts to the fireballs. I'm not even gonna try to anti-air. I just want to know how he reacts to fireballs, right? Oh, that was a clean reaction. Man, I can't believe I was doing this. Like, the only reason why I know this because I watch a lot of Ken gameplay from Angry Birds, so I just knew, like, reacting to DI. Wow, the DP as well? What? Who is this person? That's crazy. Alright, I'm starting to get the feeling these weren't my first matches. I think I maybe played a couple of matches before this, but this is still early on. I didn't know any combos, so I think I was just practicing the fundamentals. Okay, throw. Yeah, good reaction. So again, I can see from the gameplay here, like, wow, that was actually a pretty decent combo. That's actually pretty shocking. Okay, staying back. I don't know what to do against that. I'm pretty sure there's a way to punish that, but I just didn't know. I'm in the corner. Again. So yeah, this Dawson's doing a lot of drive impact. So, oh, that was a nice combo too, as well. So it looks like a little trade. See, that was a punish. I just didn't know how to get more damage from it. And there I should be praying, but I'm just blocking from there. But again, like, while you're, and this is another important thing too about fighting games, is like when you're playing, what? I did super there? Oh, man, I'm starting to believe that this is not me. This is crazy. I can't sit down and shut up. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, another thing about fighting games is, I lost my train of thought. That super was so cool. Another thing about fighting games is, dang, what was I trying to say? I was trying to say something really smart, and then I forgot. I was on like on the right track. Can't remember. That's not important. If you can't remember, it's probably not important. But in general, like, if you're playing fighting games, man, like, again, you should just be focusing on practicing certain things, certain mechanics. Like, you really should be focusing on that. So that was a nice combo. Oh, okay, I remembered. The key thing is you're gonna go against stuff that you don't know how to deal with, and then that's when it's really important to go into practice mode and learn how to train against those things, right? So if you get hit by something, you know, you really shouldn't just go into the next match and start playing it. Like, you need to actually understand, okay, what just happened? Is that punishable? If it's not punishable, how do I bait that out? So you gotta really understand, and then if you do find out that it's punishable or not punishable, then how can you bait out that move to get your opponent to think that they can do it, but they can't do it? And that's really all what fighting games is about in general. Look at that. Boom. Another drive impact. Alright, so I'm trying new things there. We'll drive in, drive rush. Pretty sure I'm getting these terms wrong, which doesn't really matter, right? It's like your first day playing the game. Boom! Get clipped. And the super. See, I do some basic things, like some basic things, but not like major combos. But again, if you're just playing a fighting game, you shouldn't really go too hard on it. But alright, I think this is pretty much almost the end of the video, and that's it, Shoryuken. Let me know what you think, y'all. Hit the like, subscribe button, and Practice 1, I'm out. Peace!
Don't mess with the best.